What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The 3 Show. As always, we'll take a look back at last week, highlight an alumni, and take a look at the weekend coming up. Starting things off in the Central, the Rochester Grizzlies are 7-2-1-0 to start the season and currently sit second place in the division after a pair of wins over the West Bend Power and Alexandria Blizzard. With the fewest goals allowed in the division, the Grizzlies have kept their game tight, with netminders Riley Swanson and Gabe Otis combining for 1 goal allowed by their opponents over the weekend. Meanwhile, on offense, Captain Noah Joyce led the way with 1 goal and 3 assists, his goal being the game winner against Alexandria. In the East, the Norwich Sea Captains picked up a crucial 4 out of 6 points in the standings last week after splitting their series with the Mountain Kings, followed by an additional victory over the Long Beach Sharks. Second star of the week in Logan Neeson played a huge role for Norwich this weekend, scoring the first goal in the team's Friday and Saturday games before netting the game-tying goal in a 4-2 come-behind win over the Sharks on Sunday. In the Frontier, the Sheridan Hawks and Butte Irish split their series, an important win for Butte, who hopes to climb their way in the standings as they currently sit in 6th. During Friday's 6-4 victory for the Irish, 6 players on Butte's roster were able to tally 2 or more points, including 04 Kazdan Stanef, who was able to tally a hat-trick, his first of the season. Heading into Saturday, the Hawks were ready to seek revenge, pulling away with a 7-4 win. Star of the week Josh Serino was a huge contributor for Game 2, scoring 2 goals and tallying 2 assists, including a shorthanded goal. In the South, Darren Banks and the New Mexico Ice Wolves were back in action, winning 2 of their 3 games against the Austin Ice Bats, entering the Tuesday 10 in the number 10 slot. When looking at all 3 games, the losing squad was only able to tally 1 goal, the first game of the series ending with a 2-1 final in favor of Austin. The third star of the week in Jake Wenner tallied 4 points over the series and was a key member of the Ice Wolves lineup. In the West, the Minnesota Wilderness picked up a huge 2-1 victory over the Alexandria Blizzard, their only game from last weekend. The star of not only the game, but the week was undoubtedly netminder Pearson Hazlitt. The 05 goalie delivered an outstanding performance in net, marking his best game so far with a save percentage of .971 and a goals against average of 1 after turning away 33 of 34 shots. With this victory, the Wilderness are now tied for second place in the division with the Mason City Toros and look forward to this weekend as they will face off with the Blizzard yet again. Continuing our segment of highlighting NA3HL alumni, this week we will take a look at Ben Anderson, who is currently playing Division I hockey at the University of Alaska Anchorage. Anderson spent 2 seasons with the Granite City Lumberjacks in the NA3HL from 2020 to 2022, appearing in a total of 66 games, recording 63 points, including a handful of NAHL call-ups. The Crystal, Minnesota native then went on to play 82 games between the Minnesota Magicians and Wisconsin Wendigo, recording a total of 45 points at the Tier 2 level. As a now sophomore with the Seawolves, Anderson had a great game during Anchorage's 5-3 victory against Northern Michigan, where he scored 1 goal and tallied an assist on the game-tying goal. We were able to catch up with Seawolves head coach Matt Shasby, who said the following: Ben had a breakout game on Saturday. He executed a 2-on-1 to perfection with freezing the goalie and defenseman and sliding over a beautiful pass for a tap-in goal. Then he closed out the game scoring his first collegiate goal on a long-range empty netter. His role has increased this year because of his defensive awareness, and he works very hard on his stick skills every day. He is developing into a premier NCAA Division I power forward who has potential to play pro hockey at a very high level. We are excited about Ben's future. And with that, let's flip over to this upcoming weekend and highlight 1 match in each division. In the Central, the 10-1 Wausau Cyclones will travel south to take on their in-state rival in the West Bend Power for a 2-game set, their first meeting of the season. Taking a look back to the 2023-24 campaign, the Power defeated the Cyclones during the Central Division Final to advance to the Fraser Cup. With a sour taste in their mouths, the Cyclones are ready to take on West Bend and remain a powerhouse in the Central Division as they are currently riding an 8-game winning streak. The first and second place teams in the East Division, being the Binghamton Buzz and Norwich Sea Captains, will face off for a 2-game series in Connecticut. Looking at Binghamton's 10-2 record, their only 2 losses so far this season have been at the hands of Kevin Cunningham and his Norwich squad. The Buzz are currently the team to beat in the division as they are currently on a 6-game winning streak and have the second highest power play conversion rate in the league. But looking at the penalty kill, both the Buzz and Sea Captains have been thriving on special teams with the 4th and 5th best PK percentages in the league. Will the Buzz keep on buzzing, or will Norwich end their winning streak yet again? The Helena Bighorns and Bozeman Ice Dogs will face off for one game this Saturday night at the Haynes Pavilion. It is no secret that the reigning Fraser Cup champions have picked up right where they left off, going 9-1 in their last 10 games, leading the league in goals for with a total of 69. Despite only losing one game so far this season, the Bighorns have been tested as of late, and the Ice Dogs will have the chance to do the same. Mike Perkins and his squad are 7-2-0-1 in their last 10, splitting their last series with Gillette, who gave Helena a run for their money. Keep an eye out for the Ice Dogs as they look to upset Helena on home ice. Down in the South, Chad Bailey and the Texas Brahmas will host their in-state rivals in the Texas Roadrunners for a 3-game set at the NYTEX Sports Center. As one of 2 undefeated teams remaining in the league, the Brahmas are undoubtedly the team to beat in the South and have been dominant on special teams, leading the league in terms of power play conversion and penalty kill percentages. Coach Bailey knows this series won't be a walk in the park and knows his team will have to bring it all against Coach Beavis if they plan on remaining undefeated. When looking back at last season's series, the Roadrunners had the Brahmas number, winning 4 out of their 6 games. When looking at the West Division outside of Granite City, spots 2 through 5 are all within 2 points of one another, proving that playing in the West is a constant dogfight. Tonight will prove to be no different, as the Wilmer Warhawks will host the Mason City Toros. Coach Peyton Reuter and the Warhawks hope to keep their momentum going after winning their last 2 games and hope to take advantage of Mason City dropping their last 3. With the possibility to extend their win streak to 3 and improve to an above 500 team, the Warhawks hope to have a great game before they battle the undefeated Lumberjacks in Granite City. As always, thanks for tuning into The 3 Show. Be sure to follow along live on our website and watch all of the action on NATV. See you next week.